What is up, everybody? We're back. Bunny Track Cup 2021 once again on Unreal Tournament 99. We are back for Division 3, Group D, the last two matches of this group to decide who will go through to the playoffs to play off for, I think, 267 euros, so pretty big prize pool for Division 3. I am Soupy. Thank you for joining us once again, and I'm lucky, fortunate, blessed enough to have my boy Kleps back in the studio with me. How you doing, Kleps?
What is up? Two biggest trolls in UT community reunited
Ah,
for for the last stream. We only missing Viper to
I
make
like.
a dark triad.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think that I'm kind of like a bottle of red wine and just matured with age.
Yeah.
I feel like my insults are a little bit more, on point these days. A little bit
More
less
tame,
from
more
the,
tame.
little bit less from the hip, more kind of like sniper shots. So that's kind of how I see myself these days. But less about us, more about what we've got in store for you tonight. First match, Diskonnekted, also known as Loser, who the fuck knows, something along those lines, against Maharaja, who we just saw in the previous match, playing against No Action. We had a map pool of BlitzCastle, LavaFactory, and Capitulum CB, and Losa on the home team picked BlitzCastle, and Maharaja picked LavaFactory. A little bit surprised, actually, by Losa's pick here, especially considering last game that Maharaja played. Capitulum, he wasn't very strong on there. Not sure if Losa missed the stream. If he did, probably not optimal for him. Could have gained some valuable information. He said that in the chat that he's voting Blitz to die 100 times. So I'm not sure that's the correct strategy going into the playoff matches or decide the playoff matches, clubs.
It could be that it's just a mix-up and he's pretending that he's not good on BlitzCastle and it's actually his best map. So yeah. Also, BlitzCastle is one of those maps where it's very easy to lose a huge amount of time. We saw that on Group B today. People falling off the mover, having to wait another cycle and stuff like that makes this for a very exciting map in the Free Cup.
Absolutely, and just to kind of give some perspective of where we are in the groups, currently No Action, Nubex, is leading the group with 8 points. That's 4 matches played, 2-1, 2 drawed. Bad MF sitting in second place with 3 matches played, 1 to go, 2 wins and 1 loss there, sitting on 6 points. Third in the group is Loza, who is playing today, Diskonnekted. He's played 2 matches, so he's got 2 more to go. He's got 1 win and 1 draw. Sitting on 4 points. Fourth place is Maharaja, played 3 games, won 1 and lost 2, sitting on 3. So this is kind of make or break for Maharaja. If he wants to make it through to the groups, he's got no other option really but to win here.
He has to win here, and he has to bank on losing his upcoming matches as well. So there's a lot of things he has to hope for, and let's hope Maharaja pulls himself through and makes Luza a bit less consistent.
Yeah, I mean, if Maharaja wins this, then it puts a lot of pressure on Loza on his next match to do well. Ooh.
Yeah. Have they started?
Yep, they have. They have. I told them they could click. So let's get underway here. We're on BlitzCastle, one of the probably oldest maps in BT, honestly. This one goes way, way, way back, made by Blitzy, of course. Probably was like kind of cutting edge BT map at the time when he made this. Like, ooh. First death there from Maharaja. Let's take a look at that.
That was weird.
You want to talk us through that, Kleps? What he did there?
He moved through the mover, but he chose path in the middle, which is not optimal. You should walk next to the wall, and yeah, he took a crush.
Yeah, we just saw that on the instant replay, indeed. Let's see if he learns from his mistake. He's running... What?
No? What?
What is... Maharaja? What are you doing?
Play this map? What the hell? Oh no.
I mean, you don't even have to play the map to kind of figure that one out. If it's... I mean, it's a basic kind of like geometry maths question, no?
I mean, third time is a charm. He'll figure it out for sure this time, right?
I've got his instant replay kind of synced up, but on the instant replay he dies. In real life he makes it.
He makes it. He opts for the dodge this time, which is
smarter,
option,
much smarter.
Yeah.
But that being said, Loza making his way through the map very quickly.
Loza is approaching the last few obstacles already.
I mean, for someone who said they're going to die 100 times, doesn't look like it.
That's the mix-up that I was talking about. Loza actually is insane on this map, and he was just... yeah. Ooh, that was
sketchy, pretty sketchy, but does make it. Tough dodge shot here. Loza remembering how to do it and does it, and
Mm-hmm.
couple of kind of difficult rooms here. I mean, I guess the Crusher room is the more likely place to die. You can get stuck on these stairs going up where Loza is now.
That's very common, and we saw that in previous matches today. People got stuck here all the time and had to like jump over the stairs and walk back, walk forward, etc.
Yeah,
So,
there's a trick you can do to it. I think mostly running on the outside will get you through. I think you can still get stuck in one spot.
Seems that's what Luza did actually. He just ran on the outside and made it no problem. So, props to him.
Yep, and last part really to die, I guess. Here you can get a little bit nervous, jump a little bit too far. Ooh! Maharaja getting sliced by the blades. We've seen a lot of blade deaths and taking about 7 seconds to respawn. So, I'm not sure if he's just upset with himself there.
I think he was contemplating what he did wrong, so he wouldn't do it next time.
Yep, maybe he was watching for the timing. Loza, though, taking the first cap, 2 minute, 35 second, no death so far. Let's take a look at a replay of Maharaja's death there. Goes through the blades, makes the first jump, makes the second jump, makes the third jump. Got a little bit eager on the fourth. A little bit too early, and picks up a blade up his ass. Maharaja again on the right hand side, but remembers to go to the left. Both players neck and neck here. Loza 1 cap ahead though. I'm going to update the scoreboard as I always forget. It's only been 30 seconds.
Loza taking a little pause in between the movers, which is kind of scary. Most people just go for it instantly first try.
It's funny because like it's one of those things where Maharaja on the lift can't make it up. The lift was rotating a little bit too fast for his liking. Let's take a
We've
look.
seen many different strategies. Oh, okay, I'll go for the replay.
Loza though.
Loza! Too many replays.
I'm going to be buffering up replays all night at this pace, but Maharaja I can't replay all of this.
Happening?
Sorry guys, you're going to have to watch the VOD if you want to catch all of those deaths. Let's take a look what happened to Loza there. Makes it up the lift, no problem, where Maharaja died. And then on the invisible blocks, he tries to rush it, and 3 ticks of damage is going to do it.
Loza missed the lift jump and he had to wait on the mover, which loses you around 7 seconds, so he's around 7 seconds behind Maharaja.
Make that 14.
Yeah, I guess make that 14. But keep in mind, he's still 1 cap ahead, so Maharaja has a lot of things to do.
True, but I think once you take 1 death in a cup match, then it kind of builds up to be much more than that. I think, you know, at the start you can kind of feel invincible, and then a big slap of reality hits you in the face. Speaking of reality, hitting you in the face.
Yep. Oh no. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that.
Let's take a look at that. Maharaja makes the first jump and then just walks off on the invisible block. I'm not sure. I think the play there is just to land on the first one and shoot below you, just so you can see where the kind of... I mean, you don't really need to, but if you want to play it safe, just use your shot as a shot marker as a guide.
Indicator. Yeah. These shots, I mean, these blocks aren't that invisible. They're just transparent. If you look, you see them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Maharaja making it through the lasers to the lift where he died earlier. Let's see if he masters it this time, or using the jump tactic.
Jump tactic is usually a safer method, and we saw a lot of players adopt that in previous matches.
Blows the 2-shot sequence, making it, and going to the blades where Maharaja took a death earlier. A little bit of a scary room because the blade is a little bit random for when it comes back. And that's what we saw from Maharaja, is that he expected the blade to come and just kind of sat at the back wall for a couple of seconds. That's why he jumped too early and died. But for Loza, no problem.
I think someone mentioned before that it was Blitzy's, something Blitzy did very often in his maps, where he would mix up the timing of movers to make it more interesting.
Yeah, it made it definitely much more interesting for randomly playing through the map. But if you're rushing it, yeah, good shit.
not so interesting if you're going for the record.
Yeah, that's one thing we see with a lot of older maps, is that they use a lot more loop movers, and not even loop movers. Like, loop movers are one thing, but you know, the random movers are
factor, yeah.
Yeah, that's another level. However, both players getting pretty far into the map now. Loza at the crushers, Maharaja heading up over the stairs part now. So not too far behind, but like we said, Loza 1 cap ahead. So far it's kind of map point Loza.
I mean, every cap still counts, right? There is some value in getting more caps.
Absolutely.
In tie situation, so let's hope Maharaja manages to... Yeah. That's what we talked about, getting stuck on the staircase. Happens very often, and it's very scary. when
Now,
it
talk
does.
about scary. I'm not sure how Maharaja's going to take this room. It's easy in principle, but when you're sweating and
Oh,
he went for it.
exactly, almost.
Oh,
Yep.
he's no.
Oh!
Oh,
What
Maharaja
the hell?
getting crushed there. Like we said, he. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, you know, he was rushing. He knew that he had to be quick, but I mean, he was pushing a little bit too much. The nerves got in ahead of him.
Nerves getting to people clearly in this cup. That's a common trend right now. Seems like everyone's very very nervous.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. He was out of sync from the very start. I'm gonna take a look at that instant replay one more time. He was just out of sync. He went for the risk on the first jump, and then on every other jump, you could see he's just jumping earlier and earlier, getting nervous, getting more nervous, and then by the time he reached the last one, it caught up to him, and then he got crushed.
Yeah, keep in mind that it was just before the flag room. That is the last room, or last real obstacle.
Yep.
Before the flag room, so that's really really unfortunate for Maharaja.
Yeah. It isn't his map pick, but like we said a little bit earlier, he really needs to be winning this match. If he ties, he's out of the cup, so
Yeah.
it's looking pretty bleak here, unfortunately, for Maharaja.
And props to Luza. He's already halfway through the map on his third cap, so he might log this one up.
Definitely. I mean, he's looked pretty stable despite his remarks before the match, so I'm thinking it was kind of like a five-head type
Yeah,
of...
it was a strategic comment, I'd say.
Oh!
Whoa! Or maybe it wasn't.
I mean... The good thing with that is we get 2 deaths for 1 instant replay, so let's load that up, boys. Loza on the left and Maharaja on the right. Loza cratering, Maharaja getting crushed almost instantaneously, both at the same time. Not looking good for them.
Not looking good for either player right now.
No. This is Loza's pick. You know, maybe he isn't that confident on here and he's just using it as kind of like practice, right?
Yeah. Like learning the map mid-cup is a great strategy.
I feel like... I mean, we joke about it, but I feel like Loza's confident enough that he's going to make it out of groups that, you know, just use this as like a, you know, learning opportunity. So next time you play Blitz, you've done it in a cup setting, you know what it feels like.
I mean, it wouldn't really be challenging to him if he actually practiced, so he wanted to have some challenge and just try maps for the first time.
Absolutely. Yeah, why not? Alright, so we got Maharaja on the lift again. That lift has been pretty much the nemesis of Maharaja in this game so far.
Devastating. Yeah, it's second or third time he died on the lift in this match so far, so yeah.
Yep, he takes the laser very, very safe, makes it onto the lift, and he relies too much, I think, on the rotation, and he hasn't figured it out. I think he would be better off using that jumping technique. You can kind of line yourself up in one position, just spam jump, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Obviously.
In the scary blade room, but
Oh.
he makes it no problem every time.
He did land on top of the blade then. I believe if the blade starts moving...
if it starts spinning, you die.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
But another death there from Maharaja. Loza getting to the final, I guess, quarter of the map here.
Not cratering this time, which is a good feature.
Nope, and makes the dodge out shot, or the shot dodge out. Now just hitting, or going up the lift for to the final room, where we saw Maharaja took an unfortunate death a little bit earlier on. No caps here from Maharaja. It's a little bit disappointing. You would
he was very very unfortunate this match. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I mean, I think this was definitely... one thing I've noticed from all of the games that I've casted so far in Division 3 is that any map can really be won by anyone with just stability. I think unless you're playing someone like a Marami Frog who's like quick and super stable, I mean, I think that's mostly his strategy, right? Just stay alive, get the caps in.
Stay alive.
Because we see how many mistakes everyone else is making.
Everyone is dying eventually. Even Marami Frog, you say he's stable, but he managed to die in LavaFactory. And Luza finishes.
Luza takes it with a 235, fastest cap time 236. With his current cap time, Maharaja 12 deaths, no caps on the board, 3 deaths for Loza, and taking his own map. Interesting stuff.
Good stuff. 3 deaths. I thought he had more. 3 deaths is not too bad on BlitzCastle because it's a tough map for Division 3.
It is.
He did well. He did well.
And now we're moving on to the next map, which is going to be LavaFactory. Definitely an easier map than BlitzCastle, much shorter, and generally the obstacles in this one are, you know, not so punishing, I guess.
Yeah, so what I was saying earlier, even someone as stable as Marami Frog, he managed to die on this map. And it's one of the easiest maps in Diffree, so it just shows that in the cup scenario, anyone can die and anyone can win.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, in Group B, we saw a very unfortunate death by player pressing suicide key on Lava Factory and losing the match, so that's a good feature as well.
the fat finger suicide key. You
Yeah,
hate to see that. That's
you hate to see that.
you definitely hate to see that. And we saw a death yesterday. Lockpick dodging into the lava just before the flag room. So
that was beautiful.
yeah, there are definitely different parts of the map that you can fail on. But yeah, compared to BlitzCastle, should be a little bit easier. This one being Maharaja's pick. Maybe will suit him a little bit more. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, does it change much if he wins this one, or is he out already?
He's out.
If he ties, oh, he's out. Yeah.
If he,
so
if
maybe he'll go for a fast time or something. We'll see.
I'm not sure what to expect. Yeah, unfortunately he's out of the cup just purely based on the fact that since they're tying, Loza will have 5 points, Maharaja will have 4 with no more to play, and that will mean third place is Loza's in the group.
Maharaja is already taking a lead. Ooh, he tried to bounce but didn't get it.
Didn't get it, but took a lot more HP. Sacrificed the HP for the time gain, and looks like he's about 3 seconds in front now.
Yeah. That was I mean, you don't really need HP in this map anywhere, so even if he took a bit of damage, it's fine.
Yeah, it's a good sacrifice.
We never seen anyone attempt the full bounce yet, so it's
Maharaja walking backwards.
No.
That's
Nerves
not good.
Getting to him, not good at all.
That's not good at all. Let's pull up the instant replay of that one. Maharaja going up the lift, making the long dodge, the second one, and then starts rushing a little bit, gets a little bit nervous, forgets to hold walk, and then walks backwards off the platform. Yeah, unfortunately, not good signs for Maharaja early into this map.
That allowed Oluza to take very safe path and take his time and get the first cap in, which is nice. 111 for Luza, first cap.
111 for Loser. Very nice from him. Maharaja getting back to the part where he died, but this time making it. Yep. The problem for Maharaja here is that, you know, we did discuss that there are places that you can die here, but I think it's just a lot more rare than what he would probably need. I think Loza's probably going to be pretty confident on here. He's a long-time player. This is an old map as well. I think he knows it pretty well.
Ooh,
and Maharaja, no.
Maharaja. That was unfortunate.
Let's take a look at that. Going up to the lockpick spot.
Lockpick spot. I like the name.
I think we need to put a RIP lockpick there. Maharaja just jumping too far. Doesn't land on the beam, unfortunately. Ooh, Loza, though.
Loza takes a death.
That, you know, Maharaja, if he capped, he would be in ahead right now.
True.
Not sure if we got that on the instant replay. We did. Loza going with a very, very strange pathing there across the caution sign beams, I guess. I'm not sure really what the name of that room is. But, yeah, going kind of left, right, and misses the dodge, falling into the lava.
I mean, every player seems to take a different path, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, Loza just got flustered for some reason. His first cap seemed very solid, but I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, Maharaja with the chance to put the pressure on here,
and
getting a cap in.
He gets his first cap, nice.
He's going to get one on the board. Loza approaching the bit where he died. Not sure. Oh, that was a pretty close dodge.
That was sketchy, yeah.
That was a sketchy
Very
dodge.
interesting path, very interesting path.
Wonder if Loza's feeling the nerves now. You know, he's tied up. He is at the end, but we have seen people die here. Lockpick.
Ooh, the lineup. Oh, nice.
He's got the lineup.
Yep.
Good stuff there from Loza, getting his second cap in. One more cap to take this whole match off Maharaja's hands. Maharaja going through the maze right now. He's going to have to hope for a death from Loza from after the lift.
He needs a death, 100%. But I mean, Loza already showed us that he has some sketchy dodges on the caution pole room or whatever you called it. So.
Yeah, the caution texture pole room, I guess, yeah. Loza making his way through the maze. Maharaja missing
Maharaja.
the jump. And
Oh
he's
no.
got a bit of mouse spin there, I think, as well, off the spawn. Frustration can be felt through the screen. Let's take a look at that one more time. Maharaja making it to the jumps, and then makes the first one, and then underjumps the second one, unfortunately.
Loza chose a different path this time, a much safer one, which is nice to see.
Yep.
Already approaching the last obstacle of the map, the lockpick, as we call it.
The lockpick. Ooh, makes a mistake, but it doesn't cost anything, as you can't die here. Let's see on the last dodge how Loza approaches it, and it's no pro. Oh, almost missed the flag there, which would have been something else. But there we go. Loza 3-1 against Maharaja on his own map, or against him on his own map, and taking it 2-0. Pretty commanding performance there by Loza.
Very, very good performance by Loza. I didn't expect him to do this well, but yeah, he just proved that you don't really need practice if you're a seasoned veteran player.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that we underrate a lot about these kind of old players is that, you know, they have these experiences from previous cups, and they are, I mean, Loza, I think, is much more of a BT player anyway than Maharaja, so he's got both of those things going for him, and I think we saw that in action today. I mean, Loza did take a kind of late death in both maps, I think, or at least in one map, but overall his runs were really stable. So yeah, really nice performance there by Loza. It means he's definitely going to be going through to the playoffs, and I think this whole group has actually been decided at this point. Yep. There's still one more match to go, which will be Bad MF against Loza, but that match is only going to be determining seed going, or at least position going into the playoff stages.
Okay, so all three players are gonna make it out, right?
Yep, so No Action, Bad MF, and Diskonnekted Loza will all make it through from this group. And the next match will determine who gets second and who gets third, I guess. Actually, Bad MF has the chance to take the lead of the group with this match.
Okay, that would put him in much better spot for the playoffs. So I guess it's an important match.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a few minute break here. We've got the next match coming up very, very shortly for you. Should be starting in 2 minutes. So we're just going to take a quick break, get the maps sorted out, get everyone on the server. Get yourself a beer or a vodka or something along those lines.
Or Coke if you're 14. Don't listen to this guy.
Or Coke if you're 14. Shout out to Marami Frog in the chat. Big fan. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you soon, guys.